So with the 0.95 update, there has been some changes. But a change that many didn't see was the raiding rework. Base elements have gotten less HP at the same time as raiding gear is doing less damage. But let's start from the beginning. A 5-meter wall is the equivalent of a modular wall, so these will have the same HP. But let's see what the HP is. Tier 1 wall has 100 HP, Tier 2 has 200 HP, Tier 3 has 400, Tier 4 has 800, and Tier 5 has 1200 HP. First time hearing this, you might think, oh shit, raiding is now overpowered again. Well, not exactly. Starting off with the Claymore. Not many people are aware of this, but you can actually raid using Claymores. To a Tier 1 wall, Claymore does 32 damage, but as the level of the wall increases, the less damage the Claymore will deal. A surprising change that I found was that improvised Claymores does more damage to walls than a military Claymore does. The improvised Claymore does 42 damage to a Tier 1 wall. Now, it is important to mention that a Claymore has a massive range and you can place it further away to deal damage to multiple walls. But it works the best if you place it close to the one wall you want to break. A grenade used to do around 236 damage to walls before the update. Now, it does 100 damage. This is enough to break down any Tier 1 wall. The grenade deals the same amount of damage to all levels of walls. The TNT is one of the explosives that have gotten a big nerf. TNT used to deal around 700 damage to all walls, and therefore an old Tier 4 wall used to have 1800 HP, and therefore 3 TNTs was more than enough to take it down. Now, TNT only does 200 damage, and since the Tier 4 wall has 800 HP, you will need now 4 TNTs instead of 3 to break a Tier 4 wall. A pipe bomb deals 33 damage, 1 damage more than the military Claymore. RPG has gotten a big nerf as well. So for regular walls, it used to not deal too much damage. For a Tier 5 wall, it used to take 6 rockets to break. Well, now that's the case for modular walls. For modular Tier 5 wall, it used to take 3 rockets to break. But now it takes 6 rockets. It deals 222 damage to all modular walls. And for regular walls, it does less damage to higher tier walls. 1 rocket breaks a Tier 1 wall. For a Tier 2, it does 172 damage. For a Tier 3, it does 140 damage. For a Tier 4, it does 68 damage. And for a Tier 5, it only does 55 damage. So for the M82, it deals the same damage to modular base building as regular walls. It does 7.4 damage per shot to a Tier 1 wall, 7.1 to Tier 2 walls, 6.8 to Tier 3 walls, 6.6 to Tier 4 walls, and 6.4 to Tier 5 walls. It does no penetrating damage, so you will not be able to deal damage to multiple walls at the same time. Now, for crap ammo, I did some testing, and the best weapons to use is the snipers. The assault rifles did 2 damage after 75 bullets. I also tested the Deagle 50 cal and it did no damage after a magazine. After shooting 20 bullets with different snipers, the top 3 snipers was the SVD, the Scar, and the M1. The SVD did 1.7 damage per shot, the Scar did 1.3 damage, and the M1 did 1.4. But the SVD is clearly the winner. You can put a mag with 10 bullets in, it's faster to load than the M1, and it does the most damage as well. So if you're going to use crap ammo to raid, use the SVD. Another big nerf is the C4. You used to be able to take down a tier 5 wall with 2 C4s and a grenade or so. Now, you need 3 C4s for a tier 5 wall. The C4 does only 400 damage and you can only place one at a time. This goes for all explosives. If you try to place 2 C4s at the same time, one of the C4s will get destroyed. Same goes for placing multiple TNTs and grenades together. You can only place one explosive at a time. The grenade launcher does the same damage as the M82. If you have been watching me for a little bit, you might have seen my duo video where I discovered you can raid modular bases with just shooting the doors with an RPG. Reason for this was the max level of door for modular was level 3. An RPG used to one-shot all modular tier 3 elements. This does not apply anymore. Modular doors does not take any damage anymore. Regular doors does take damage. If there is a base with tier 5 walls and door frames, but the doors are only level 3 and 4, it is better to shoot the doors with RPG than the surrounding walls. You're not able to place any explosives on the doors, and therefore only RPGs, snipers and launchers are good for raiding doors. I did also test the AT4 rocket launchers as well, but it did around 50 damage to all types of walls. So I hope you found what you were looking for in this video. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.